We just got done putting up a nice first little pitch here. Probably just a warm up for big time climbers, but pretty good adventure, I thought. Out here, it's my 3 days off. I ain't climbing, I'm trucking, but it is nice to get outside, spend time with the Maker, and I spend a lot of time alone, and me and my wife do Bible study together and whatnot. And when you get in the crowds, it's always amazing to me how far we've gotten into the witchcraft and all that. I mean, it's like everybody has some kind of ism or schism or dancing or altars and I don't know what all, and they make things so complicated, seeking out truth, they say. What is truth? Pilate said, what is truth? And at the end of the day, the one truth you can be sure of is the tomb is still empty. All right, Jesus ain't there. He rose, resurrection morning, gone, and there's still not a body in that tomb. And honestly, if you put all the disciples, all the people, all of them on trial, if it was to go to court today, Jesus' resurrection, Jesus would win every time. I mean, it's he was seen by everybody. My goodness. Some of us are like old Thomas. That's what I was reading. I'm just sowing a little seed today, because that's what we're supposed to do. And this is the Message Bible, and as you can see, see if you can see that, it's been everywhere. It's been in haul bags. It says, old Thomas was a disciple, and it says one of the 12 was not with them when Jesus came. This was when Jesus came to the rest of them. The other disciples told him, said, we saw the Master. It's almost like people get saved today. Hey, I'm saved. I got a relationship with Christ. Well, how do you know? Well, watch people. The evidence is how lives it's still changing. But here's Tom. We saw the Master, but he said, unless I see the nail holes in his hands, put my finger in the nail holes, and stick my hand in his side, I won't believe it. 8 days later, his disciples were again in the room. This time Thomas was with them, and Jesus came through and stood among them and said, peace be to you. And then he focused his attention on Thomas. Well, you ever been in that spot where like, like it's on me? He said, Thomas, take your finger and examine my hands. Take your hand, stick it in my side. Don't be unbelieving, believe. Thomas said, my Master, my God. Jesus said, so you believe because you've seen with your own eyes? Even better blessings are in store for those who believe without seeing. Some people today are still like that. They're out here endlessly searching for truth. Every kind of nonsensical thing that you can think of. Elijah one time had Jezebel, said, all of the prophets of Baal, he said, bring them all, there's 800 of them. He said, y'all pray to your God, see who comes down and takes this sacrifice. And they danced, cut themselves, prayed, done their magic, their hoopla, and he started making fun of them and said, hey, maybe your God's asleep, maybe he's on vacation. And then he prayed to the real God, and fire came down and took the sacrifice. And things ain't much different now. It's like everybody is. But it just can't be that simple. It is that simple. 2025 years ago, Jesus was born of a little virgin named Mary, and lived, died on the cross for your sins and mine, and on the third day was resurrected and sits at the right hand of God. He defeated death, hell, and the grave for you and I. That's the truth, the simple truth. That's all you got to know. Come out here. I like to think of nature as like the womb. You know what I mean? Like, we're in a womb, and one of these days we're going to be birthed into life we hadn't seen before, just like a little baby, and But all this has to work together for the good of God, for the good of man. And it's good to get out here in, and it's good to put up these routes. I'll put some pictures on here with it. So, but anyhow, if you don't know the Lord, I sure do hope you come to know him before it's too late.